The waves crashed on the shore of Somerton Beach, Australia. The rhythmic sound of the ocean was a constant, a soothing backdrop to the unfolding mystery. It was December 1st, 1948, a day that started like any other, but would soon be etched into the annals of history. The sun was going down, casting long shadows on the sand. The beach, usually a place of joy and relaxation, was about to become the scene of an enduring enigma. This wasn't a normal day. The air was thick with an unspoken tension, as if the universe itself was aware of the impending discovery. It was a day that would be remembered for a mystery that would baffle experts and amateurs alike for decades to come. A man was found dead on the beach. His body lay peacefully as if he had simply decided to take a nap and never woke up. No one knew who he was. He carried no identification, no personal belongings that could offer a clue to his identity. This is the story of the Somerton Man, a story that begins with a lifeless body and spirals into a labyrinth of questions and theories. He was lying on the sand, his head resting against the seawall. It was as if he had chosen this spot for his final moments. He was dressed up in a suit and tie like he was going to a meeting, but this was no ordinary meeting. This meeting was with death. His attire was immaculate, almost too perfect for a man found dead on a beach. Something about the scene felt strange, like a puzzle with missing pieces. The more you looked, the less it made sense. This was just the beginning of the enigma that would haunt Somerton Beach for years to come. The man had a few things in his pockets: a used bus ticket, a pack of cigarettes, and a piece of paper that was crumpled up. This paper was not just any ordinary scrap. It held a cryptic message. On the paper were the words Tamam Shud. These words were meticulously printed, almost as if they were meant to be found. These words are from the Persian language, and they mean finished or ended. The phrase seemed to be a final statement, a conclusion to an untold story. It was a scary message to find on a dead body. The police were confused. They had never encountered such an enigmatic clue before. Who was this man? And what was he doing on Somerton Beach? The serene setting of the beach contrasted sharply with the mystery surrounding the man's death. He had no ID, and no one could figure out who he was using his fingerprints or dental records. It was as if he had been erased from existence. It was like he was a ghost, a man without a past. The mystery deepened as investigators delved into his belongings, hoping to uncover any clue that could shed light on his identity. The public was captivated by the story, and newspapers ran headlines about the mysterious man found on Somerton Beach. Speculations ran wild, but answers remained elusive. Investigators worked tirelessly, examining every piece of evidence with a fine-tooth comb. Yet the more they searched, the more questions arose. Somerton Beach, once a place of leisure, had now become the epicenter of one of the most perplexing mysteries of the time. The man's story, or lack thereof, continued to haunt those who sought the truth. The Tamam Shud note became a big clue in the mysterious case of the Somerton Man. This small, torn piece of paper, found hidden in a secret pocket of the man's trousers, was the only clue that investigators had to go on. The words Tamam Shud translate to ended or finished in Persian, adding an eerie finality to the already perplexing case. It was traced back to a special book of poems called the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. This book, filled with philosophical quatrains, was not just any book but a rare edition that was difficult to find. The discovery of this book added another layer of intrigue to the case. This book was found in a car nearby, abandoned and seemingly out of place. The car itself was an old model, parked near the location where the Somerton Man was discovered. This connection between the book and the car raised more questions than answers. Someone had written a secret message inside the cover of the book using faint pencil marks. These marks were barely visible to the naked eye and required special techniques to be revealed. The message appeared to be a code, a series of letters that didn't make immediate sense. People started to wonder if the Somerton Man was mixed up in something dangerous. Was he a spy, a criminal, or perhaps an innocent man caught in a web of intrigue? The mysterious circumstances of his death and the cryptic clues left behind led to rampant speculation. Was the message a secret code? Cryptographers and amateur sleuths alike tried to crack it, but the code remained unbroken. Theories ranged from espionage to personal messages, but no one could definitively say what the code meant. The world was in a state of distrust because of the Cold War, and this made people even more suspicious. The fear of espionage and the unknown fueled the mystery, making the case of the Somerton Man one of the most intriguing unsolved cases of the 20th century. Some people whispered about a woman named Justin. Her name was written in the back of the Rubaiyat, making the mystery even more complicated. Was she a lover who had been wronged? Did the Somerton Man die because of love, or was someone else jealous? There were so many possibilities. Others thought maybe the Somerton Man had been poisoned. People remembered seeing him the day before acting strange. Was he targeted? Was his death planned to look like an accident? People became obsessed with the coded message in the Rubaiyat. Code breakers, both professional and amateur, tried to understand its secrets. Was it a military code, a lover's secret language, or just random scribbles? The code, like the man himself, remained a mystery. Years passed and the Somerton Man's case went cold, but people never forgot about it. New technology gave them hope. Maybe science could solve the mystery that regular detectives couldn't. In 2021, scientists dug up the Somerton Man's body. They used his DNA to try and find his relatives. Finally, they found a match. He had distant family members. It was a big moment in the investigation. But the mystery wasn't over. Even though they might soon know who the Somerton Man was, how he died is still unknown. The Tamam Shud case continues to amaze people around the world. It reminds us that some secrets may never be fully understood, just like whispers in the wind. Hey everyone, so we're still looking into what happened to the Somerton Man, and there are lots of ideas floating around. Some people think he was a spy, like from the Cold War, caught up in some secret agent stuff. Others think maybe he had his heart broken and that's why he died. And some even think it was just a really bad accident, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. What do you guys think happened? Was he a spy, a sad lover, or just unlucky? Tell us what you think in the comments, and if you liked this video, click subscribe. The Somerton Man story is really strange, isn't it? It keeps everyone guessing. See you next time. Keep thinking about this stuff. Keep looking for answers. And remember, some mysteries might never be solved.